Okay, we're going to give everybody a minute to get in, and then we're going to get going.
Let's go pause this.
Wow, look at that. It jumped up to 99, 100 participants in like 1 minute. Okay, so here we go. Well, good evening, everybody. I'm Jacqueline, and I'd like to welcome you to the Wednesday DTCA Wine and Dine. It's our fun night. Today is February 8th, and we're so glad that you're here. If this is your first time, please sit back and relax. You're going to learn about some wonderful boutique wines from Napa and Sonoma Valley and how you too can become a part of this wonderful membership club. But each week, before we get started, we always like to start with a toast. And this evening, we have our very own CEO, Mr. Rory Rickard, and his wife, who is our president and chief compliance officer, Miss Tanya Rickard's going to kick it off for us. Rory and Tanya?
Awesome. So I pulled this rosé out of the fridge, and we're traveling, so it's not a proper wine fridge. We let it sit for 15 minutes. The temperature's just about right now to open it up. So I just want to give a toast to like the whole process of wine and patience that's involved, but also to rosé. Now, I've not been known as a guy that likes rosé. I love our rosés. They have a very amazing finish to them. But what is a rosé wine for you, babe?
The cocktail wine. It's a starter wine. It's a cocktail wine. It's what you have when you kick off your shoes inside the door and come home from work. Pour yourself a glass of this. Maybe put on a little jazz.
For me, I know that when I start off with the glass of rosé, the night's just going to get better. So cheers to better nights and awesome fine wines and what they bring us to. Cheers.
Salute.
Cheers.
Thank you, Rory and Tanya. And so what we do on this wonderful evening is we have culinary cooks in their live kitchens fixing wonderful meals for you, and we pair them with our wines. This evening we have Tanya, who is going to be representing Kathleen Metzler's group. And so we're very excited about that. We always love to have Tanya on board. And these ladies have some wonderful dishes, and they're pairing them with some wonderful wine. So you're going to get a treat. So Tanya, take it away, honey.
Hi, guys. Welcome. This is our favorite night of the week. It's fun. This is the fun night. And I hope that if all of you who are here have some food and a glass of wine and are waiting to enjoy and eat with us, right, as we go about our night tonight. But as Jackie said, I'm stepping in for one of our leaders here. Her name is Kathleen, and this is her team, and we're super excited to welcome them to the show. So I don't even know I know the lineup. Wait a second. Is Paulette starting us off, or is Yvonne?
Yes, Paulette is starting us off, followed by Yvonne. And then Candace is going to round it out for you.
All right, perfect. So Paulette, we'll head over to you, and you can introduce what you're making, and we'll go from there.
Unmute, sweetheart.
Paulette. There we go.
There we go. I mashed it 3 times before I got it to the right spot. What I have tonight is called Dirty Tots. I kind of come up with my own recipe because I just took what I've ate at different places and took from each one of those recipes and kind of concocted my own. So tonight I've got a variety. My son, he's already had his, he had chicken bacon ranch tots, and he also had some beef brisket with barbecue sauce, and they also contain onions, green onions, grilled onions, and he chose cottage cheese. I've got like 4 or 5 different types of cheese that I try all the time, so I'm just going to put me one of each. Well, I've got 4 types of meat. I don't know that I will use all of them. Since he's checked chicken out, I think I'll go with the brisket and the pork roast, or pork shredded pork. Let me see if you can see what I've got. Let me turn my camera down. I tried to put it all nice and neat so everybody could see it. Can you see everything that I've got?
Absolutely. It looks delicious.
Let me turn the camera. There we go. I'll tell you what kind of cheeses I have. I have feta crumbles. I have Romano. I have the cottages that I was telling you about, and I have Parmesan. All 4 of those are in the same family as the cottage. I did my research. And for the sauces, I have A1, ranch, hickory, barbecue sauce, and just Heinz gravy. So I'm going to try these and see what I can come up with, and I'll let you know when I get 2 of them, when I get them together. Surely I'll have 2 together by the time you get back. I don't think I can eat more than 2 of those. Two kinds.
Those remind me of the fries that we get in Disney. We get those. What are they called?
It's a Canadian dish, pontoon.
Pontoon. It's a Canadian dish. They have fries.
Pontoon.
And they put gravy. I don't. We've had all different ways. Those sound delicious, Paulette. So I can't wait to see how they turn out and taste them with your wine. All right.
Yes,
so we'll check back in with you
my wine. And by the way, I am using Titania Rosé tonight.
We're drinking the same thing.
That's right.
And
my glass is a little low, so I think I'm gonna put some more in it.
Absolutely, honey. That should always be a full glass.
we have a Canadian tell us how to pronounce poutine.
Poutine. Okay, thank you. Canadian.
Did I say that wrong?
Poutine, you got it. That's fine.
Oh, okay, that's not a good word in America. But anyway, moving on. Yvonne. Heading over to your kitchen, Miss Yvonne.
Both of them.
We have both of our Canadians there telling us how to pronounce it. But it is good. It's really good. Anyway, going over to Yvonne. Let's go over to your kitchen and you can share with us what you're making, what you're pairing with.
All right. Well, tonight we're having party chicken bake and with a side of party beans and bacon. Those are going in the crock pot already. I'm just going to show you the finished product of that, but it's Italian green beans, garlic, salt and pepper, a little brown sugar, and some bacon. And they're really yummy.
Sounds amazing.
The main dish is one from a cookbook that one of my girlfriends in Texas wrote, and she bailed me out of a jam one time. I was in a cooking contest and my team was counting on us to win. And so I called her, I said, I need the recipe. And so she recommended this that I'm going to make tonight. And we have it a few times a year, maybe for a special occasion. It's not made with anything really difficult, but it's just one of those things, you get some of those things in your lineup that you just kind of have on a special occasion. The first thing that I do when I'm getting ready to serve for a party or whatever is I kind of do some vegetables. And I'm not sure if you could see these, but I did a leaf of purple cabbage and some red peppers and some red onion there. Can you see that? My husband is sitting here to be my cameraman, but anyway. Okay, Henry, you're going to have to get up and come over here. We have, I've already got it started because this is an hour recipe and the magic of television, we're going to do a few tricks here. But it has calls for chicken breast and we like tenderloins better. So I just use tenderloins and you mix butter with Italian seasoning in your skillet. And then you just brown those chicken tenderloins on both sides, get them good and brown, get them good and cooked. And you're going to put them in a pan, and then you mix together the other ingredients, which is cream of mushroom soup and the staple, everybody has cream of mushroom soup, and whipped cream cheese with chives. And then the secret ingredient, you can sit that down there. The secret ingredient for me, I'm not a drinker, and so this is a brand new adventure for me. And I'm in Arkansas and we don't get our wine. So I have a tag team friend in Texas who has made the same dish, and Mr. Kevin Smith is pairing that. I believe he's pairing with a white, because that's what the recipe calls for, is a half a cup of sweet white wine. And because I am where I am, I'm not going to show you, Tanya, what I had to use in my recipe, but Kevin, he's the real deal.
You're safe.
So we put that in the oven and it bakes for an hour on 325. I made some rice to go with it. And with the rice, it has a little surprise too. You put some of this Italian mix in with your rice when you cook it, so it gives it a little bit more flavor. That's what we're doing here in the Heidelberger kitchen.
Nice. Sounds good.
Sounds really yummy. We can't wait to see it, Vaughn. Thank you so much. We're going to head on over to Candace where she's getting our dessert ready for us, kind of pop into her kitchen and see what she's got going on.
Hi.
Hi,
So
Candace.
I made one earlier just so you could see, like just to see it. It's so good. I've been chowing on it. But,
I'm like, there's nothing left, darling. It's empty.
It's empty.
So there's nothing left, darling. It's empty.
oh no. See, okay. So it's only halfway when it's done.
Okay. Okay, babe.
But this recipe is so cool because literally, other than usually all of the ingredients isn't divided up already ready for you as I have it prepared. Other than that part, it takes 1 minute in the microwave and it's done and it's delicious. And it's very, very good. My son has always, Nathaniel, his favorite is s'mores. So he's always wanted s'mores all the time. And he found us on TikTok. And the only thing that I recommend is if you use a thicker mug, be careful, the time may be different. Or if you use a little mug, if you choose to put too many marshmallows at the end, they'll overflow. We've done all of them, and that's how I know. Other than that, I'm pairing it because we added way too many chocolate chips and way too many marshmallows, and it came over. So that did. With the Nile Eddy, I just actually got my shipment like 15 minutes before 5 o'clock. So I opened it up and it saved the day. Because remember, I drank my last Rickard and my AVP last week. So that's what I'm pairing it with. I normally have it actually with the Rickard, but I have no more left. And so
Neither do
Neither
we.
do we, Candace. It's a sad thing.
yeah, but I'm gonna get plenty more. March is my birthday month, so I'm gonna order myself some cases actually. So we're all good. So I started off. I already put 2.5 tablespoons of milk in here, and then you're gonna mix vegetable oil, they say, but you know what I noticed? I've used canola oil every time and it works fine. So I went back to my original recipe that I wrote down when Nate was on TikTok and got it, and I had it really fast. And I'm like, that says vegetable, but it works fine with canola. So that's 1.5 tablespoons, and then the packed brown sugar, and then make sure that you stir it very, very well all together. And then once it's all stirred together, then you put 3 tablespoons of flour, and you put 3 teaspoons of cocoa, like mocha, I just know cocoa.
Yeah.
In there, and then 1/4 baking powder and a pinch of salt. Literally, I pour a bunch of salt in my hand and I just pinch it and I go like that.
Nice.
So I had too much, that means. And then stir it, make sure you stir it. It takes a little bit longer to stir the second time because of the flour. It just doesn't mix well. But you want it to completely look like oh, I got something on the stove. I forgot. You want it to completely look like, completely stirred. Can you see it?
Yeah, like a brownie batter. Gotcha.
Completely stirred. 1 second, please. Sorry. Then you put in your chocolate chips. I just put in literally a handful of chocolate chips. And I put in my marshmallows, 3 big marshmallows, or to be good, it's 6 to 10 little. And then your graham cracker. Remember to take out the fork. Don't leave the fork in your. That's
Key detail. Key detail.
Very important, Candace. Thank you.
Put it in the microwave for 1 minute. my microwave, because we just bought our house 5 years ago, so it's newer. I mean, I would say plenty of houses I've lived in, my microwave did not cook well. So if it doesn't cook well, you do have to probably play with it because it's doughy-ish. You don't want it doughy-ish. You want it like how it's gonna come out right now. And it literally, I mean, you can see the runny chocolate in there and you can have, and it's got like baked, literally baked. There you go. Can you see that a little bit?
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. So that's like, I mean, but it's all cooked, like it's really yummy. And it's really actually very yummy with this. I don't know. This Nile Eddie is.
It's a Pinot Noir.
Mhm.
Yeah. Pinot goes good with pretty much anything, in my opinion. So yeah.
So it's, I mean, it's not as strong as a Merlot.
No.
Right? Okay.
Not as heavy, but it's.
Not
I
as
mean,
heavy.
yeah, but it's a great wine. But with the s'mores, with the marshmallow and the milk chocolate, it's gonna go great. Yeah, see it. Look at that.
Yeah, that looks good.
And it
Peter's
literally,
trying to get your, excuse me for interrupting, but Peter's trying to get your all's attention.
Thank you. Yeah, the Pinot Noir it's lighter bodied, but the Nile is a little more full bodied than most Pinots, and it has that great cherry, all those nice cherry notes that are going to go great with chocolate.
So yeah, it's really.
What do you think, Candace? Yeah.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah.
And
Like I said, I would drink that with anything.
So I went to the farmer's market with Nathaniel a few weeks back, and I have a crystal in my wine glass. A woman stopped me and she told me, oh, it was so amazing. She knew I drank wine and I loved it. And I was blown away. I didn't tell her anything. And she gave me a crystal and she said, put this in your wine glass. You'll stay grounded. It was a really, really interesting experience. But,
Cool.
And she said every time, and you'll just feel like everything will just go smoother. And she had a lot of detail into it, but it was pretty cool. It's really yummy.
It's really yummy. Thanks, y'all. And we'll have Jackie will put the link to Candace's page in the link there, so you guys can all go check on that. And I think we will go back and head on over to Paulette. And we'll check out her appetizer. Thank you, Candace.
And by the way, Candace, a lot of people are commenting they've been cooking up that chicken and they love it.
The one from last week.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've gotten so much feedback. Yeah.
And the sauce?
Yeah, they loved it. So
Awesome.
I sent the recipe to my son and he loved it too. So yeah, it was a win.
But yeah,
Awesome. Glad.
Mark Sargent, I gained 10 pounds watching that.
All right, Paulette.
Okay.
How's it going?
What I fixed, I've got them ready to taste. I wanted to see if you could see them. I put it on my fine china, by the way.
Oh, very good. Only way to serve.
Only way to go.
One of them is the tots with the brisket and the grilled onions and the green onions and brown gravy. And the other one is pork with feta cheese, the green onions and grilled onions, and barbecue sauce. So I haven't tried the pork with barbecue sauce yet. So, and I'm not a great big fan of barbecue sauce, but
Yeah.
I liked it the first time I ever had these.
I've had those the first time I had something like that was in Canada, actually, in Niagara Falls on the Canadian side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
and you're
had something
right.
like
That
that.
is
Yeah,
that does look
well,
like
they put gravy on their fries everywhere.
I did not know that was a thing, but y'all love gravy on your fries. And luckily
Oh,
for me, I
it's-
got
yeah.
the gravy
Oh, I do.
on the fries with a side of gravy.
Yeah, we
It was
like-
delicious.
I was trying to catch up on all the food there.
Yeah.
We didn't catch up. There's still
there's
more.
this Canadian breakfast chain near here that has these amazing poutines with this brown butter hollandaise and duck confit.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. We got it.
Wow. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. We'll be right there. How is it, Paulette?
I
How's the
don't
taste?
know if the tots made the wine better or the wine made the tots better, but both of them were delicious. And it's hard for me to tell you the taste I have, but that was delicious. Let me try this one. Now, I have eaten the brisket and barbecue sauce before, so I kind of went with the one that I knew, so I knew one of them would be good.
Yeah. Well, that brisket, nothing like a brisket from Texas. Mm-mm-mm.
But yeah, that's the magic thing about wine pairings. It makes the food better. The food makes the wine better.
Yeah, they're meant to be together.
Yeah, it's a
Yep.
great compliment.
I'm gonna pour some more on
What
that.
do you think, Paulette? Which one's better?
I actually think the pork and the barbecue sauce was better.
Wow.
I'm shocked too. And I've got I love brown gravy. I'm like you, I
Yeah.
can duck my fries in brown gravy and then have another, or pour it over them, and then have another bottle ready, set it for it.
Yeah.
Set beside it to dip them in.
Yeah.
I think I
absolutely.
have to go with of course, the Tanya's good anyway. It doesn't matter if I eat anything with it or not.
Thank you. I think it's a great wine as well. Yeah, that looks delicious.
I think the pork's going to win tonight.
The pork wins, ladies and
Yep.
gentlemen. The pork wins, which
The
is
pork's
surprising
ahead.
me because I'm a brisket girl. So yeah, I'm
Well,
gonna
I
try.
do.
I'll report back. I'll report
Okay,
back.
please do. I would like to know
Yeah.
what you think.
And also, like I said, Jacqueline is going to put her recipe, her page link in there as well. And Jackie, check that you're putting it to everybody, not just the waiting room, because I think it's going to just the waiting.
I think I am putting it to the waiting room. Good Lord.
Yeah.
That's cool. They're not in here, but they just get the
You
recipe.
know, I'm just a hot mess.
It's all good, honey. It's all good. We appreciate you.
That gives them something to look at while they're waiting.
Yeah, there you go. So y'all, there's a couple different things, a couple different links that are coming. So we'll have all the different links in there, so you guys can go on over to their pages and check out and give them a little love on their page. Shop around while you're there. Look around. Woo, woo.
Peter, we have a problem with our wine. This bottle is like it evaporates once you open it. Something
It has this hole. It has that hole in it, right?
Yeah, something.
I don't know. It can't be that we're refilling the glass. No. We'll head on over to Yvonne and check in with her real quick, and then we'll talk about the wine club. So Yvonne, how's everything going on over there, honey? You ready to share?
Going great. Yeah. Once the tell me when you can see. Henry, come on over a little bit.
We can see. Yeah, we got you.
Once your meat is done, you put it in a Pyrex, and then you take
good.
this mixture and you just, put it on. Glob it on. Cream cheese is kind of globby anyway, but this is going to make a gravy. If you are a Southerner like we are, gravy's good on everything. And
Absolutely.
maybe even if you're not a Southerner, gravy's good on everything.
I think gravy's best on top of gravy on top of gravy.
On top of a biscuit.
With a biscuit. Or a biscuit. So, but I'm not used to gravy with wine in it though. So this is a little different spin for me. So you might want to kick up your gravy there, Rory, put a little wine in it.
We put wine in a lot of things.
I'm always cooking with wine, darling, and I always have a little for the pot, a little for the cook. Always.
All right, there you go. Okay, so because I know our time is limited and we have one more segment of this, the tasting with Kevin, when it comes out of the oven, it looks like this. Can you see?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That looks
Got
delicious.
a lot of gravy. And as you're
Yeah.
making, you just want to make sure that the chicken stays covered. That's the key. You don't want it to dry out.
Okay.
And then when you put it on your plate, it looks like that.
Delicious. And you serve that over rice, right? That you seasoned as well, correct?
Yes, seasoned rice
Oh, that looks good.
and those party green beans. Kevin's going to do the tasting for you and let you know how it goes.
Thank you so much. Hey, guys, Yvonne's link is also in the chat there, so you guys can head on over and give her some love as well. So we'll head over to Kevin Smith, right?
Yes.
There he is.
All right, Kevin, you ready?
Yes, ma'am. How are you today?
I am beautiful. How are you?
Awesome.
I'm excited for you. You got an Arizona? Oh no, you got an Arizona. I thought you said Arizona. I thought it said Arizona on your shirt. I'm like, that's where we are.
That's the job that I'm trying to get out of.
You're in the right place then, my friend. All right. What are you pairing it with?
The More Than Muse California Chardonnay,
Nice.
because I am severely low on wine, and that's one of the few whites I had left in the refrigerator. And
We know how to fix your.
We know how to get you some wine, Kevin. Talk to us after the show.
I don't put a ticket in to get
Okay.
because I can't get my payment to go through.
Oh,
That's what mine looks like, and I forgot the peppers and onions.
It's okay. It looks beautiful still.
So we're gonna see what this tastes like. And I lost my wine glass, so I've got a coffee cup.
Hey, you know what? Wine glass goes well with anything. Wine goes good in any glass.
Hey, in this world of Zoom, sometimes putting your wine in a coffee cup is okay to do, especially in the morning.
Oh, and Rory, can you put me a complaint into Peter? Because my bottle had a hole in the bottom or something.
I'm telling you,
I got
something
a-
wrong with the bottles.
I know.
It emptied itself.
Glad it wasn't just us.
No, it's all of us. I've noticed that
Wow.
flaw in these bottles. They have this hole. I know they put this cork thing to stop it, but
Can I say something? I'm sorry. Is Kevin
Yeah.
still?
I just want to wait for Kevin's tasting here. 1 second.
I
Candace.
apologize.
Yep. No problem. What do you think, Kevin?
Still trying to figure out how this wine and food thing pairs, but it seems like this Chardonnay kind of took away from the flavor of the sauce. Took some of the taste of it away.
I mean, the creamy parts, the sort of the creamy bits, the mushrooms, maybe it might, that's where sometimes a red would go a little better because it picks up all that mushroom and chicken flavors. So, but the Chardonnay it's going to be different aspects of it. So
It would be interesting. So I like Chardonnay when you have more of a fattier dish. When you're pairing like with this chicken, and Kevin, you didn't have much of a supply. We're gonna get with you after this.
We're gonna fix you up.
So Kevin, stay on after this. We're gonna get that fixed. But what I'll tell you this, so it would be a good pairing. So the Chardonnay is interesting, and you're going through a good thing. So this is going to help bring it up there. But when you've got a softer sauce, we need to have something that has a little bit of a bite, a little bit of a bite. So like a Chenin Blanc or like that Sauvignon Blanc, the Blancs have a bite that brings out the flavors more as opposed to like a sorbet. So if you get a sorbet, it's because the sauce isn't that hearty, heavy. That's probably a very light sauce. It sounds delicious, but the Chardonnay is meant for more of a fattier consistency. So if you change that wine up, and this is a really good learning experience that we don't cover a lot. This is something where if you had like the Sauvignon Blanc, the Chenin Blanc, those would really pair well with
the
this.
Chenin Blanc,
It would let the sauce would shine a little bit more, and it would enhance the flavor.
Also a Pinot would go really well with that too.
A Pinot Grigio,
yeah, the Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir.
Yeah. If you're going with whites, but yeah, the Pinot Noir is like when in doubt, Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir, yeah. Right.
You'd have
Or
to
if you want
ask.
to look like you're an expert and you're going to someplace you don't know what they're having for dinner, always take a Pinot.
Yep.
I'll tell everybody, if you want to always look like the rock star with wine, keep Pinot on hand. And when in doubt, Pinot, you'll always come out a winner.
Yeah, you will, for sure.
You have to ask Joanne what her recipe actually called for, because it's a wine I've never heard of before.
What is it?
Well, the recipe doesn't call for wine. It calls for Sauterne. And I had to look it up. You'll have to read my
There's a difference.
There is a difference. So, but sweet white wine is what it's supposed to be cooked with. And whatever you pair with it as you drink it,
Yeah, I mean, you could have used our
Pinot.
it would be very similar in this case. But I don't know, drinking it, I think you're right, either the Chenin Blanc or Pinot Noir.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Well, thank you guys. Candace, what were you going to add? You wanted to say something, and I know Paulette has a comment as well.
I was just going to share that Greg came in and he ate the s'mores cup I just made, and he said it was really yummy. He couldn't even finish it, actually. He left 2 bites, and then Nate, I don't know if you guys saw it, but Nate came in and ate the other 2. And I got 1 more bite, and I swished around my Nile Eddy. It's really, I think the right word is musky. Is that what would it be when it comes to wine? Reminds me of that.
Yeah.
No wrong.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Oaky. Sometimes it's called earthy, or
Mm-hmm.
the French have some other interesting words for it. But yeah,
Yes.
kind of
Mossy. Yeah.
Pinot Noir.
because I mean, yes, I maybe burnt my taste buds with the chocolate, you know. But I tried to swallow it really fast, and then I took a big swig and I like swished it in my mouth, and it was really, really strong. And I just wanted to share that. That's all. That's all.
Well, thank you, Candace. Paulette, you have a comment about the brisket, so we're going back to Paulette. You there?
Yeah.
Oh,
After
okay.
further sampling, the brisket turned out being better, especially with the gravy on it instead of the barbecue. So I had to come back. I had to let you know that.
Thank you,
The
Paulette. Thank you so much. Woo, the brisket
I'm just
won.
not crazy. I'm not crazy about barbecue too, so that might have a little bit to do with it. But I figure it's more the wine than anything else. At least we're gonna say it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, the brisket and the gravy, it's 100% better.
Yeah. I love brisket. So yeah, I would agree with that that suggestion.
Thank you.
well, while we're all here, you guys, let's talk a little bit about our lovely wine club. We've kind of been sharing the bottle that I don't know what we kind of maybe finished it. It's the last bits in our glass, but this is actually this one is actually Grand Cru. We have two different of the Tanya Rosés. One of them is a Grand Cru. One of them is the our regular
Premium.
Our what?
This is our standard premium
Our
wine.
standard premium wine. None of our wine is bad, but we have this amazing wine club. So if you guys are new here and you wonder what this is all about, this is really like a fun wine and dine. We want you to eat with us. We want you to pair your wine with it and just come on and join and have a little family night here with us. But the love of wine is what we're here, and to help educate people how to pair and to also introduce them to the wines that we have. And we have exclusive wines from Napa and Sonoma, and they are fine boutique wines. They are very fine. They are not, there's no additives and preservatives put into these other than what's naturally God-given in the grape. And yeah, so it's an amazing wine club. I can't speak enough about it. I love it so much that I travel with my wine, you guys. That's how much I love it. I can't buy a bottle of wine anywhere else that I like as much. And I'm talking, we have a high taste. So we bought we just went to dinner and had a bottle of wine there, and it was expensive, but just didn't meet up to the standards.
Yeah, it's just not as good as what we have. Our wines, you know, we have the sulfites thing. Sulfites is required to be in all wines as a preservative, but there's naturally occurring wines when they're made the right way. When natural wines are made, sulfites naturally are created. Our body likes those.
Yeah,
it digests them just fine. Then there's artificial that they add when they make the other punch wines at the store. And you know, I'll tell you, we didn't realize this. We had boutique wines that we liked for years. We've been drinking wine for a long time, and we had our favorite go-tos. They're about $120 a bottle, and we liked it. And all of a sudden, you know, we got some education. We started noticing like the wines tasted exactly the same, and we found out that they were bought by a conglomerate, and they were no longer being made in the boutique winery side. They were still selling them for the same price, but it wasn't the same. Yeah. And then we got more and more educated as we went through the years of the process on what the conglomerates are doing. And you know, you think you're buying from a trusted source making the wine. We just wanted to do something on our part to help keep great wines going out to the world, educate them, but also take them direct to their door so that they could get them for an amazing price versus $120 a bottle. What we found with a lot of our friends is they're like, you know, you guys drink wine all the time, and they find out how much you're spending, like $120 a bottle. That's a lot for some people. I mean, that's sometimes more than they spend on their meal, and we appreciate it, but we wanted to do something. We've had the chance as things have progressed here, because it's direct to consumer. It's made in our warehouse. It's temperature controlled, clean room, and it's bottled there. And then it goes from there to our shipping warehouse, which is about a mile and a half away. And then it's shipped right to your door. There's no other middlemen in there. And so the pricing's there. We don't have to up the price. And even when you buy a bottle of wine in the store, you're paying shipping. No matter what, you're paying for shipping because it goes from point to point in distribution. We're going right from the warehouse to your door. And so we can deliver a better, superior product for a better price because we got rid of all the middlemen that were in the traditional business. And that's what DTC ambassador wines are all about. And that's what you guys get here. So, you know, we have this amazing deal. Get with the person that brought you here, the link that's below the video you're watching. And you can get 4 of our incredible bottles for $100 a month. One bottle is equal to all 4 in retail value, and you're going to fall in love with them. And then we have a great opportunity as well that you can find out more about.
Yep. So if you're new to DTC Ambassador, please get with the person that brought you here and they'll kind of help you become a customer. You guys just try. We have different entry levels. I was kind of getting on that before my husband. We have different entry levels. You guys can just try it as a customer, get a few bottles and try it and see how you like it. You can also join the wine club and become a member. And with that, there's different levels of membership. One being our Grand Cru, which is like our wine snob, which we're very proud of the wines that we have there. We're so proud of them that we have our names on them. So, you know, to put myself and Rory and Peter, we have our names on these wines, and Peter's mother even. That's how much we love the wine that we have here. So if you are new and you haven't joined our wine club yet, please get back with the person that brought you here. We're excited. Also, we have a Monday night call that is all about the opportunity, and it kind of explains the opportunity. That's what it's called, the opportunity call. So you can always join us for that. But if you are also part of the Triple R family, we have trainings all night long, and there'll be another one tomorrow. So all week long, excuse me. We try to be here and support, and I don't think we try. I think we do a darn good job of supporting you guys and helping you guys grow your business. So anyway, that's I think what we have to say and share. Jackie, you have anything you want to add?
I just love Wednesday nights. I really love being a part of this and get to learn all the new recipes and the wonderful wines. And I too love wine. But no, that's all I have for this evening.
Well, thank you, ma'am. Y'all, please start inviting your friends. Let's see if we can get this to grow a little bit more and have a big old fun time here and let everyone chat amongst themselves in the chat there and be a part of this. This is a big old family. We want everyone to be happy and everyone to be happy with wine, good wine.
Cheers.
So at the end of the call, I think we're gonna start something new, Jackie. I think we're gonna toast y'all. Have a good night. God bless.
I love that. I love that. And be sure we do this every Wednesday, same channel, same time. And like Tammy said, invite your friends. It's a lot of fun. And we certainly enjoy it. So we'll see y'all next week.
All right. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.